What's up, everybody? I'm the free-to-play Padawan. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I hate spending money on mobile games. And I believe you can dominate this game without even spending a dime. You guys, I'm having a lot of internet trouble at my house right now. So I hope that we don't have any issues on the stream, but just be prepared that this video may be problematic. We might be having some weird cuts and stuff like that if you see it later, and if you're on the stream, bear with me. If we do lose the stream, I will be trying to pull it back up as quickly as possible. But anyway, let's get into the game here. Now, you guys, I have some Zeta mats. And I am very excited to put these Zeta mats on somebody, and we have a couple of options. All right, we have a couple of options, but before we start on the options, I wanted to talk about the Malevolence event, which is currently going on. DOG says the beard is looking bushy. Thank you, sir. I think maybe you're saying I need to trim it. Regardless, thank you for the beard comment. Always appreciated. And I can't tell from your picture because it's awfully small, but are you a fellow beardo? A bearded weirdo like myself? I don't know. Shout out to all the beardos out there. We got to stick together. So the Malevolence event is going on right now. And when I say the event, what I mean is there is a galactic chase going on that for every energy you spend in light side battles, you have a chance to get Malevolent shards. When the event started, we had 30 Malevolent shards. So we have gotten 63 Malevolent shards so far from the event. Now, it was not my intention, nor is it my expectation, that we will be unlocking the Malevolence during this event. However, if we were to have pushed much harder on this event, I feel certain that we could have unlocked the Malevolence. There are two reasons why I did not push super hard on this event to get the Malevolence. The first one is that I am trying to create a plan and a path through these videos that other people can come along in the future and follow. And if I had this huge jump in what is otherwise a very premium capital ship, and they didn't have that, they wouldn't be able to copy my progress. Now, still, 63 shards that we weren't expecting is still a huge jump, and we're gonna get a little more before the event is over. But it's not going to be as crazy as it would be if I had went really hard after the event. The other reason why I'm not trying to go after Malevolence super hard is because my Grievous is only 5 stars at this point. Now, I can get him to 6 stars. How many shards do I have? Let's see. Does it say? I don't think it says. I've got enough to get him to 6 stars, but I don't have enough to get him to 7. And his gear is pretty abysmal. He's in bad shape. I am not yet feeling ready to unlock, to get Grievous fully up and running for the Malevolence. We got Duran in the chat. He says, hey, how we doing tonight? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We got over the hump. We made it through the workday, and now we get to have some fun. Get to have some fun with you guys. DOG says, ha ha ha, not a beardo, but looks good on you, wise and whatnot. wise and whatnot. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny. So I didn't want to push for the Malevolence because I didn't want to be an unfollowable path in the future, and I also, and my Grievous is just not ready yet. We'll get the Malevolence in time. For now, Tarkin is doing a great job. Well, I'm so excited to see you guys in the chat, and for all of you guys who are watching, thank you so much for joining the stream. Now we have an exciting decision to make. We have 2 Zetas to apply. Now here is what I think about Zetas, how you should be applying Zetas. I don't think that you should be thinking of Zetas in the terms of putting Zetas on characters. I think you should be thinking about Zetas in the terms of putting Zetas on teams. You should be working on teams. When you get a team done, you will have all of the zetas you want for that team before you move on to the next team. Otherwise, you'll be getting a bunch of individual characters that are much better than they used to be because they have a zeta now, but the team that they fit in is not necessarily transformed by that zeta. So, Duran says, if you search GG shards, it should tell you the amount. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Separatists. There it is. Grievous. Promote. Find. Yep, there it is. Yeah, so just enough for 6 stars. But look at that, it's in the Fleet Arena store right now. We're gonna be snagging that in a second. You know, I better snag that right now, because if I don't, I might forget. So we snagged it, good, we got it. Or if you go to units collection. All right, nice. Nice. Thank you, Duran, very much, sir. As always, thank you very much. So we're thinking about in the context of teams with zetas. The first team that I was working on was the Geonosians, and I am still working on the Geonosians. The Geonosians only have 2 zetas, and one of the 2 zetas is controversial whether or not you should have it. I went ahead and got it. I do not regret it. And now this team, the zetas on this team are complete. So now I'm moving on to the next team to work on. And I have to ask myself the question, first of all, do I want that team to be, well, what is going to be the purpose of the next team? I know what the purpose of the Geos is. They do almost everything for me. They are my arena team. They are my fleet arena team. They are my best team for raids, even though they're not that good in the raids. They are my Galactic Challenge team, my Conquest team. They're everything. So it was an easy decision to go for the Geos. But now I got to think, what is the next biggest thing that I need? And what therefore is going to be the team that I put zetas on. And there are a couple of options for me. Matthew 8 says, I never have the patience to save zetas. Honestly, that's probably better. The zetas are not making your account stronger if they're sitting in your inventory. They're only making your account stronger if they're on particular characters. However, you don't want to put a zeta on a character that's only going to make it a little bit better unless it's on a team where all the other good zetas are already on that team. If you're going to make that team a little bit better, that's probably worth it. But you don't want to just put zetas on to put zetas on. You want to have a purpose. So here's what I decided. Here's what I decided to do. I decided that because of Conquest is going on right now, and we have a decent dark side team. One of the biggest issues in Conquest I have are teams like the Imperial Troopers that have a bunch of assists and attacks at a turn, and the Padme team is the team that I hope and expect will be able to counter those guys. I know for sure that the Padme team, not with 5s, with Kenobi, who I don't have yet, we're going to put 5s in there for now, but the Padme team is really good at Conquest, just like the Geos are really good at Conquest. So I think that if I develop these 2 teams primarily, they're going to get me far in a lot of the content that's out there. So let's see what the chat is saying. Dog says, ditto on saving zetas. I never had 2 available at one time yet. And Duran says, that depends. You can or should save zetas for specific characters when you unlock them, like Malik, Gas, Galactic Legends, etc. You're absolutely right, Duran. You're absolutely right. It's always best to unlock somebody like Jedi Knight Revan, like our boy, what is his name? I forget, it's Knight something. Forgive me, Knight. You're in our Discord all the time. I can't remember if it's like Night Watch or Night something like that. But he unlocked Jedi Knight Revan and then had all 3 zetas on him like a couple of days later. It was incredible. And Duran is saying it does make sense to save zetas if you're about to unlock somebody that needs those zetas. We got Barini in the chat. He says, hey, Patty, watch Darth Loquitur for Padme. He says Padme falls off too quickly in Conquest. He doesn't have a fully relict Padme team. He's got a relict Anakin, but a lot of his other Padme characters are Gear 11, and that's in his Darth Loquitur account. I don't know what his main account looks like, but I've heard from a lot of different sources that Padme is one of the best Conquest teams for both normal and hard mode. Padme is just reliable and does work all the way through. And so Conquest is kind of a small part of the puzzle in the big picture, but Conquest is one of the main reasons I'm putting these zetas on today, because Conquest just started, and I've been wanting to get the Padme team up and running. From the very get-go, the two teams that I've been wanting to focus on the most are the Geos and the Padme team. And eventually, we're going to be replacing Grandmaster Yoda with C-3PO, and we're going to be replacing Fives with Kenobi. But for now, this team will do all right. This team will do all right. So now the question is, which zetas are we going to put on the Padme team? And it seems to me that both of Padme's zetas are the best options for my account right now. Let's take a look at them. Her leadership ability without the zeta. Light side allies have 50% max health. And then at the start of their turn, Galactic Republic allies dispel protection up buffs on themselves and gain courage. This is the whole courage mechanic, how you turn protection up into damage against the enemy, essentially. Well, when you put her Zeta on, while you have protection up, light side allies resist all debuffs and can't be critically hit. So that's two huge boosts to your team's survivability. You cannot be debuffed, and you cannot be critically hit. That's a huge deal for the Padme team. A huge deal for the Padme team. Duran says, Padme is great for many reasons. Arena climb, Conquest, GAC, Galactic Republic fleet, excellent point. Eventually C-Pit and command missions and light side GOTB. Absolutely, Duran, for all of those reasons, I'm going to be going for the Padme team. Matthew 8 says, I love me Relic Padme teams. Loads of fun and easy conquest. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that it's going to, between these two teams, I want to be able to get to the end. Not this time, but maybe a couple times from now. I want to get all the way to the end, like way before we should. Visla says, yes, Padme Zetas are some of the best. So this is the first Zeta we're going to be applying. You see, we have enough to do two. So let's put this bad boy on. There we go. So now, when we have protection up, we cannot be critically hit. And we're going to resist all debuffs. And then here's the other Zeta. Without the Zeta, Padme's already immune to fear. And we heal when we lose protection up. We already can't gain or lose bonus turn meter. And this is the thing about that the Zeta is going to buff right here. Whenever an enemy attacks out of turn against a Galactic Republic ally, that ally gains protection up 10%. It does not stack with itself for one turn. So the Zeta is going to take this 10% protection up, and it's going to make it 40%, and it's going to make it to where this protection up can't be prevented or dispelled, which means that if we have buff immunity on us, it's not going to stop the protection up. And if somebody uses a dispel on us, the protection up's going to stay. So this is where the Padme team gets a lot of their survivability. And these two Zetas go very well hand in hand, because this gives your team a lot of protection up. And then this makes it to where when you have protection up, you resist all debuffs and can't be critically hit. So Duran says, awesome choice. Padme is great. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm super excited. We're going to try Padme in the Conquest tonight. She's already been able to do a couple of battles, like 2-star, not 3-star. 2-star battles, and my Bastila team couldn't do any battles, maybe one like last time. So we're excited about Padme. Even though her gear is abysmal, I'm going to be working on it. And that's the thing too, sometimes your Zetas get ahead of your gear, and that's the situation that we're in right now. We're still putting gear on the Geos, but we have more Zetas than the Geos can use. So what do? You start putting Zetas on the next team you're planning to gear up. So, let's see what the chat says. Rainy says, it's a great team, no attack on that. I'd love to have a Padme team myself right now. Absolutely, Barini. I've never had a Padme team. This is going to be my first one. I've had all these other characters at Relic for various reasons. Not Ahsoka. I've never had a Relic Ahsoka. We will, though. And then he says, and then Duran says 800k GP. We just crossed over into 800k. All right, we are on a journey to 1 million GP right now. We are on the journey to 1 million GP. Matthew H says, I use a slow Padme team to beat Darth Revan and Malak. That's the hope eventually, sir. That's the hope eventually. But let's just talk about this team really briefly. The 2 characters on this team that you want the fastest against most teams. Like Matthew H is saying, you might want your Padme to be slower against Darth Revan and Malak for certain situations. But for most teams, you want Padme and Yoda to be fast. Yoda because his first ability that he's going to use is this battle meditation. This was another Zeta I was considering. Maybe next, we'll see. Yoda gains protection up. Look, tenacity up and protection up, and then grants it to all the allies. So the first thing Yoda's going to do is give the whole team protection up. All of a sudden, they can't be debuffed. They can't be critically hit. So that's like the main reason why Yoda's good on this team. There's a lot of things that Yoda can do normally that he cannot do on this team because of the Padme's refusing to let him get bonus turn meter. Yeah, allies cannot gain or lose bonus turn meters. So Yoda is actually nerfed while he's on the Padme team, but specifically that ability right there can be very good. Very good for the Padme team to get them early on, immune to critical hits and debuffs. All right, so that is the 2 Zetas that we've been saving up. That's the 2 Zetas that we've been saving up. I want to hear from you guys. How is it going with your Malevolence farm? I want to know. And while you tell me, I'm going to be going through the shops because we have 43 minutes before these shops turn over. Last stream, I let them turn over without buying them, and I do not want to do that again. You guys may notice that I have about half as many crystals as I did last time. I made a bit of a quick decision based on a video that I saw. You guys all just experienced the Separatist assault battle. I forget what it's called, but it's where you're fighting Separatist droids, you're fighting Dooku, and you're using Jedi to do it. The video I saw said that you should refresh that event every time it comes around because of the mods that you get from the event. So it was 220 crystals, 225 crystals for 2 different nodes, and I did them each twice. So 225, 225, 225, 225. There goes 1,000 crystals right there. But what I got from that is I got a lot of blue health mods. Now, health mods are not necessarily the best early game, but they're really good late game. And one of the best reasons to refresh that event is because you're guaranteed to get 1 of each slot of mods. You're guaranteed to get a triangle, you're guaranteed to get an arrow, you're guaranteed to get a cross. And sometimes those are the ones that are the hardest to get. And so you're actually purchasing a guarantee of blue color 5-dot health mods that have a chance to be something good. So I don't know if that's something I'm going to do every time. It's something I did this time because I had the extra crystals. We'll see if it's something that I want to try to do every time it comes around. It'll just depend on our crystal flowage at the time. Ground War Assault. Yeah, thank you, Duran. Thank you very much. Okay, Duran says you could do a guessing game on when you reach 1 million GP. That's a good point. We don't have the object of our next guess currently. We do not have that. I think that's a good idea. So I'm going to call it right now on the stream. We're going to put an announcement in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord and you're watching the stream, join the Discord. The link is in the description. We have a guessing game going on at any given time. The last guessing game just finished when we were going to get our first relic. This one will be when we reach 1 million GP. I don't have any particular plan to try to blow up my account and get there. We're going to get there when we get there, but I don't know when we're going to get there. We'll find out. We'll find out together. So go into the guessing channel. If you've already selected the role of a guesser, if you're in the Discord and you cannot access the guessing channel, then it's because you have to go into the role requests, I think it is. I don't know. Let me see. I'll look later. Anyway, go to the Discord. You can figure it out. We'll help you get set up in there. Cole Wolf. Hey, Padawan. Glad I can join for your stream. How's it going? What's up, Cole? Man, welcome to the stream. I don't believe I've ever seen you before. I'm always happy to get new people on the stream. Fantastic. Are you connected to the Senate? Are you connected to somebody else that watches the stream, or did you just happen across the stream? Let me know. Let me know, sir. Oh yeah, Ground War, Assault Battle, Ground War mods. There's a post in the Senate Mod of the Day channel a few hours ago. So what did the post say, Duran? I didn't check it out. Did it say it's good to refresh the event? Did it say don't fall for the trap? Because if they said don't fall for the trap, I fell for it. I fell for it. I'm not going to be telling you guys to definitely do it because, as you can already tell, I'm a little bit hesitant on whether I should have done it myself. All right, so in here we are farming the First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot. He's coming along just fine. We're trying to keep our cheap gear, the gear down here, at 50 base. Always a fight. The more we level people up, the more we have to refresh this gear up to 50, but it pretty much means we can level people up more readily. We have plenty of these. This is where the gear, so just above the cheap gear, this is where the gear is that you can only get from raids. And we have plenty of these right now. We're getting lucky on those. I am going to snag a couple of these because I am very low on these and we need them, and I'll tell you why momentarily. All right, so there we go. We don't have enough of this currency to buy shard shop stuff right now. We're going to save it in case something good comes along. And here we just spent on Grievous. Excellent. And we are starting to get to the point, you guys, where we're getting almost everything on our list in this store knocked out. We want to buy Rex every time it comes around. We got Plo Koon's ship done. We have Rex done. Fives is done. Ahsoka's done. Soldier's done. We're getting, I mean, there's obviously a lot of things we can still buy in here, but as far as the Geonosian fleet and the Galactic Republic fleet, we're making great progress in here. And if we're not careful, we're going to start stacking too much of this currency. And if we start stacking too much of this currency, we're either going to add things that we want to buy out of here, or we're just going to start buying Zeta mats. Once we get to, like, I don't know, 8 or 10,000 of this currency, we'll buy a Zeta mat, knock it back down. Get even more Zetas. We are saving this currency. This currency is for malevolence only. Carrying on. We've got a bunch of this for guys. I'm so excited. I've said it in the Discord in a couple of different places, but I'm so excited. I have never gotten top 10 in Grand Arena ever. As I've said before on the stream many times, I'm not good at Grand Arena. I often lose and I rarely make Kyber, but this time the stars aligned and the people that we fought against all put down easy defenses, and we actually got top 5 in the world for Division 11. Top 5 in the world. I'm so excited. I'll show you in a second. But let's just finish with these stores here. The Shard store, you want to come down to the Pulse Modulator and go to the left. And these are the pieces of gear. These purple pieces of gear are the ones that you're going to need to use for a lot of Gear 12 pieces. A lot of Gear 12 pieces. Take 1 piece of gold gear and 2 pieces of purple gear. And when I say 1 piece of gold, I mean 30 scrap. And when I say 2 pieces of purple, I mean 20 scrap twice. So you'll need 40 of the purple scrap, 30 of the gold scrap to make 1 piece of Gear 12. And this is where most of that purple scrap shows up, to the left of these pulse modulators. So this is often a good thing to buy in the Shard Shop. If you got tons of Shard Shop currency and you don't know what to do with it, just start buying the pieces of purple gear right here next to the pulse modulator and you will not go wrong with that. All right, Duran says, yes, it's worth it to refresh the Ground War Assault Battle if you have the crystals for it. DOG says, mirrored exactly what you said, just broke down the cost of the crystals more. Okay, so it was a breakdown showing that it is actually worth it in that particular assault battle to refresh the cheap crystal refreshes of it. Cool, cool. So if you're in the Senate Discord, check out the mod of the day. It's very informative. I obviously missed this one, but I normally enjoy it. It's good stuff. Duran says, some people say it's not worth it to use the currency on Zetas while you have ships there to buy. I disagree, but understand the reasoning. Yeah, Duran, you're right. I generally don't want to buy Zetas if there's still stuff in there that I'm wanting to purchase. But as the amount of things that I want to purchase becomes smaller, the list becomes shorter, the currency will naturally grow. over time. And if I can't necessarily say I want to buy everything that shows up, because then I'll never have any currency and I won't ever get anything done, because I'll have like 40 shards of everything and I won't have 330 shards of anything. So I'm just trying to find the balance there. Just trying to find the balance. Jesslyn says, Fulcrum, upgrade her power. Alright, for the Conquest store, I do not know what the right thing to buy out of here is. People say a lot of different things. A lot of people say buy the gear. You probably can't go wrong buying the gear, but I am going to try buying the Razor Crest with this currency almost exclusively, because I want that Executor someday. And right now, that is the only place I know how to get Razor Crest shards. Alright, so our dailies are coming along nicely. We have to jump in here and do an arena battle. DOG's over here in the chat. He's also in the guild chat saying, nice zetas, woot! I love it. I love it. Now, it is possible for us to get top 50 today, you guys. I want to do it. I hope that we can. We have 4 battles. We don't have a lot of time, so I need to try to stay on top of it. Let's see what this Vader speed is like. This Vader speed is slow. However, Rex's ability where he gives turn meter will actually give Vader a little bit of speed, and Rex's speed is also pretty slow. Alright, let's try this team. Let's try this team. When you are fighting the clones, you always want to kill 5s first, because if you kill another clone instead, 5s will sacrifice. That clone will not die. 5s will die instead. But 5s will give a crap ton of stats to the remaining clones. They'll go way faster, they'll hit way harder. So I'm gonna try to get maybe an ability block on Rex. Uh-oh, I didn't think this through. He cleansed it. Here goes Vader. Well, at least Vader's gonna open up with his dots. He won't open up with Merciless Massacre. This team is giving us grief already. Goodness. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's not going to do the Silent Strike because we are not under stealth currently. Let's just hit him with a basic. We need to get an ability block on Vader before things go very south. Because once he pops that Merciless Massacre, we're in trouble. It seems like we're in trouble already. Okay, let's get a... If we do this, then it will remove 15% turn meter from Vader, but it also might kill Rex. Let's just hope it doesn't kill Rex. We need to cleanse, right? But I think that this might, okay, wow. Okay, good. Let's do this, get an ability block, lucky. Okay, we're still in this, guys. We killed 5s first, there goes Rex. This is feeling better. I wish Poggle would someday get a turn, because if we can get Poggle to turn someday, he can do his cleanse. And we can get back in this thing. Man, the counterattacks from the Brute are very nice. Very nice. So Vader just healed a bunch because a bunch of his damage over times expired. Or when we cleansed them, that considered them to be expired. So he just healed a bunch. That was particularly dangerous. Alright, let's get the taunt on Sunfac. The way I have Sunfac modded, he's got a lot of defense, so I actually like it when the enemy attacks him instead of the Brute. That was close, but we got it. It got a little hairy in there for a minute. Got a little hairy. Alright. Let's do a couple more dailies really quickly. Let's multi-sim this. Let's do some challenges. No, thank you. Multi-sim this. Gotta love those ability mats, and we got an Omega. Very nice, very nice. Another thing we're gonna do a little later in the stream is we're gonna put a couple of extra relic levels onto Spy, and we're gonna use that as an opportunity to talk about what are some good pieces to scrap for relic materials. So if you guys are kind of new to the idea of relics and you're looking for some guidance, or maybe even you have a lot of galactic power, you might even still learn something, we'll see. We'll see. Or maybe somebody in the chat can tell me some stuff, and then we can turn around and share it with you guys, and everybody will learn together. Okay, so let's collect some of our dailies. lot of... Ooh, wow. Okay, nice. So only the fleet battle remains. Let's spend some energy. Now, the Malevolence event is currently going on. And as a new player, it's always important to know when there's an event going on and how to take the most advantage of it that you can. As I said, I have not been taking full advantage of the Malevolence event, and I shared the reasons why. But if you are a brand new player and you wanted to take advantage of the Malevolence, you wouldn't want to stop at 3 refreshes. If you have the crystals for it, which we do currently, you would want to go ahead and buy the next 3 refreshes as well. They're not efficient because normally you get the same amount of energy for 50 crystals. But when there's a limited time event going on, you can double down on the event by doubling down on your refreshes. Specifically, this event is for light side battle nodes. So we want to make sure we only spend our energy in light side battle nodes. So what I've done is I have adjusted my farms. Instead of the normal stuff that we farm, I stopped farming any dark side stuff just for this week during the event, and I'm only farming light side stuff. So we still are farming our Vulture Droid. We've already farmed him for the day. We added to the farm. This is a ship that we're absolutely planning to get. We just weren't planning to get it yet. So we went ahead and started farming this. We get a bonus wrecker from this node, and we've already farmed that one too. So now here we go to something we haven't already farmed. Let's see how lucky we get. 1 Malevolent Shard for 100 energy. Let's see how lucky we get. 2 Malevolent Shards and 3 Houndstooth Shards. Love it. And we're farming this node as well. Once again, we need this ship for the finalizer, and you can see we've only been farming it for this week, so we've only got a few shards. It's on the plan, it's just not on the plan yet. Well, there we go. 2 more Malevolent Shards and 2 shards of the ship that we need, plus bonus Scion. I'm never going to say no to bonus Scion. Let's go ahead and spend the rest of our energy, rest of our light side energy. I'm putting the rest of the light side energy into this piece of gear. So let's find where this piece of gear is, right here. And we're just going to put all of the rest of our energy into it. 5 Malevolent Shards for that. 5 more, beautiful. And 2 more. So we got a lot of Malevolent Shards just on today's stream. We went from, what was that? I don't even remember, 93 I think to 110. Very nice. And that is an example of how you would go hard after a limited time event. And some people, if you have even more crystals, they might even go into the 200 refreshes. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. If you can possibly control yourself, do not do the 200 crystal refreshes, just because it's very inefficient. So we switched over to this kind of relic material in the cantina. Oh wow, that's very lucky. 9 of those, excellent. In the cantina, there's 3 relic materials: the blue, the green, and the gray. Or is that also blue? I can't really tell. It kind of looks gray to me. So you're gonna need the most of what you're gonna need is this. You're gonna need a good bit of these, and you're gonna need some of these. But these are mostly for taking a character up to relic 6 and 7 and above. So if you're planning to stop at relic 5 for a lot of your characters, you want to focus mostly on the green and the gray. GOG says, you got another relic plan, or are you just doing a deep dive into Scavenger? Just doing a deep dive into Scavenger today. As you can see on my account, I don't have anywhere else even Gear 12. Nobody is Gear 12 except for 1 relic. Everybody's getting close. All of my geos are getting close. I have a long way to go. I have a long way to go for the next relic, but I am going to be planning to do other geos. I'm going to take them to various relic levels. I'm either going to go Soldier or Sunfac next. I haven't decided. Once they cross over into Gear 12, we'll just see who has more pieces already completed, and we'll probably go with them. I also want to do Brood Alpha, and I will do Poggle, but probably last. Probably do Poggle last. All right, let's spend the rest of this energy. We are farming Tenacity mods currently. There are lots and lots of characters that I want a full set of 6 Tenacity mods on them. The problem with Tenacity mods is that they do not really do well as a 2-piece set with maybe like a 4-piece speed set or a 4-piece offense set. There's not really a lot of purpose in a little bit of tenacity. If you go tenacity, you want to go all in. So we use a little bit different of a formula when we decide what tenacity mods we want to keep and what tenacity mods we want to get rid of. Basically, the tenacity mods we keep pretty much have tenacity on them. And we don't keep any tenacity crosses that don't have tenacity as the primary. So it's just using a little bit different parameters. We'll be farming tenacity mods for a little while, and then we're going to switch to potency. We are farming the ships that we're normally farming. We try to have 5 character shards that we farm, and 5 character nodes and 4 ship nodes. That leaves a little bit of energy, both regular energy and ship energy, for farming gear. And you always want to keep a little bit of energy for farming gear. That's not the right one. This is the one. One of the issues I'm running into, you guys, is we've got this event going on for light side currency right now. And most of the gear that I need comes from dark side nodes. So I really had to hunt and find somebody that had something they needed from light side nodes. Let's see if we can do another squad arena battle. 8 seconds. No more dailies to collect. Let's take a look at our options. A little too many relics on this team for my liking. This looks a little more doable. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to put the Zeta on Geonosian Brood Alpha's lead is because it makes it better for Jedi Knight Revan teams. Holy moly, look at that speed, 292. At this shard, that is some incredible speed. And he's going to be going way faster than that as well. Way faster than that. What kind of speed we have on this guy? Wow! 273 with an offense set? That's very good. What's his offense? Doesn't have a lot of additional offense. It's interesting. So he must just have some fast offense mods. This team is probably going to kick our butt. But let's go for it. Let's give it a try. The worst that can happen is that we get rocked right out of the gate. First thing Revan's going to do is he's going to mark somebody. And if that person dies as soon as he marks them, that's probably going to be it. There goes Soldier. So there goes the fuel for our team. And now that Yoda is under stealth, this is going to get ugly. Oh my goodness. All right. It's not over yet, but it's also not looking good. It's not looking good. Now, when you're fighting a Jedi Knight Revan team, or really any team that has Bastila in it, you want to be sensitive to this ability right here. This ability goes on everybody once Bastila takes a turn, but then when they take a turn, it goes away. So you want to be careful not to attack somebody who's got it because they have a good chance of counterattacking you. Let's go ahead and put this damage on Bastila over here. Now, when you are attacking, let's get some offense up. We're going to give this to Brute. When you are attacking a Jedi Knight Revan team, you always have to get a kill somewhere first before you can kill Jolee. Hopefully this will kill Jolee. Let's give it a shot. Yes, Jolie's out of there. So now there's no more revives on this team, but that doesn't do anything about the damage dealers. The damage dealers are still here, and they're still doing damage. Doggone it. All right, so let's go for Bastila. We don't want to do the AoE because that will attack people who can counter. This looks like an L, you guys. This looks like an L. They just have too much offense with these two scallywags right here. There's a bunch of tenacity up. This will still reduce the cooldowns on Silent Strike though. Oof. Oh well, we tried. We tried. We know not to try that team again until we have more relics on our Geos, and they can actually take some of those hits. The guild name there was Hold On Maneuver. I like it. I like it. All right, well, let's get... DOG says the Rebel forces appreciate your ads. I'm not sure if he's talking to me or if somebody else has said something. Oh no, gosh, look at this. Unclaimed Nubs went crazy. Biston, K2. Biston, Cassian, nice. Yeah, I can definitely. The Rebel forces definitely appreciate his ads. Wow, nice. Okay, so let's jump in here. We're gonna do a roster review. We're gonna try to knock out 2 roster reviews tonight if we have time. I was asking in the Discord earlier if anybody wanted a roster review to go ahead and put their ally code in the roster review request channel, because we're actually caught up on roster reviews right now. I have a couple other roster reviews that I can do, but if anybody that's watching wants a roster review, then please go ahead and put your ally code in the channel, and we'll get to it whenever we have a chance. There's a lot of YouTubers that do roster reviews. They're like way backed up, and I know I'm nothing special, and I haven't been doing roster reviews for very long. But if you do feel like getting a roster review, we have a very short list if you want to get in on it. The Discord link is in the description below in case you want to join on that. We got CL Rach in the chat saying Ofa. Ofa to you too. Alright, so Merle's Wizard, one of our Padawans, one of our students, dutifully following the path of Free-to-Play Nation. And speaking of taking advantage of special limited time events, he was able to get Geonosian Brood Alpha way before he was supposed to. Look at this. I don't know what level his account is. It's in the 60s. It looks like maybe 70. But it's certainly not high enough to get the Geonosian Brood Alpha. And he got the Brood Alpha, and he is making that work for him, staying in the top 500 in Arena, and he's in number 34 in fleets. He's going after these Geo ships and Ahsoka. He's doing a fantastic job. Jesslyn is asking if we can review hers again. I would love to review yours again, Jessica. But let's give it like 6 months or something. Give you some time to farm up some more stuff, and then you can put it back in there and say, look at the progress that I've made since the last review. I think it's a great idea to do that. We're not going to review it again so soon since the last one, because you haven't had a chance to do much in the account since then. Okay, so let's get in here. Let's look at his stats. Merle's Wizard. His galactic power is currently 168,000. He's at 168,000 galactic power, and he's already got the full Geo team, you guys. Holy moly, what a monster. What a monster. Oh my goodness. He must have just unlocked Fleet Arena because he's got 29 wins, and he's got 85 wins in the Squad Arena. So all of this is super fresh. He's still on the climb to 85. Let's take a look going down here. He's already donated 33 pieces of gear. Very well done, sir. You're very others focused. If you're still on the climb to level 85 and you've already donated 30 pieces of gear, you're doing good. You are doing good. Let's get in here and take a look. So if he's only 168,000 galactic power, that means that he can't have much more than his arena team. But let's see what he does have. He went ahead and farmed up Nuke Gunray all the way to the max to lead the Geos all the way until he gets Brood Alpha. But now he's got Brood Alpha. He's got Brood Alpha way before he's supposed to, and he's going to be a dominant force because of that. He's got Tarkin is already the 7 stars. Very nice for the fleet, and he's working on his gear. Excellent. Excellent. This is looking really good, man. This is looking really good. Already have Vader to 4 stars. Durant says, wait, that's a paid GBA. He can't unlock GBA on that level. He needs level 83 to get it. Durant, there was recently a Galactic Chase event for the Geonosians. And if you spent your energy in a particular type of battle, you could get Geonosian Brood Alpha shards. And that is what he did. I remember talking with him while he was going through it. He put everything he had, all of his crystals that he had gained and saved, into that event to unlock the Geonosian Brood Alpha, and he did it on like the last day of the event. And his Geo team has been dominant ever since. Yeah, DOG saying Geo Shard event a few weeks back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So, looking good on... See, when you're climbing as a brand new player, you have to have at least one light side team and one dark side team, so that you can unlock all of the nodes that you need to farm the gear that you need. So let's see look and see what his light side team is looking like. He's doing good work on Ahsoka, putting a lot of focus on his pilots. It's so beautiful. He's doing a fantastic job. Ahsoka's all the way to 7, and her gear is looking good. Anakin is also looking good. Basil, he's already got Basil unlocked, so look at his Jedi team, you guys. These 4, and if he gets more stars on these 2, and he gets like, he's got Mace Windu already at 4 stars as well. He can get Yoda, not that long from now, probably get Yoda and add him to these 4, and he'll have a fantastic Jedi team to get him through all the light side nodes with the help of allies. Duran says, that's true, could be that as well, my bad, but definitely with the team early on, he will rock on the arena. Absolutely, Duran. He was asking a lot of the people in the Discord. He's part of Cloud City Jawas, which is the guild of several of the members of Free to Play Nation. You got Roger over there, you got Just Sweet Marshmallow over there, and you have the guy, the Night Watch guy. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. I feel like I should know that. He's in there. There's a couple others that are in Cloud City Jawas, and they all play together and have a great time. They're constantly streaming in the Discord, in the Free to Play Nation Discord. They're streaming their GACs, they're streaming their raid attempts. They're always talking and learning and getting stronger and getting better. And Merle's Wizard is in that guild with them, and so they were all strategizing together, trying to help him get the Geonosian Brood Alpha way before he was supposed to. XD Night Snipe. Padawan gang is all Jawas. Cloud City Jawas, yep. And Jesslyn says that she's in the guild too. Fantastic. So Cloud City Jawas has a lot of our members in it. And hopefully they will be able to upgrade to the next Cloud City guild pretty soon, where they can start getting some, start doing the Dark Side GOTB, especially the ones who have got the Geo team, like Merles is already working on and making great progress on. So let's carry on here. He's got the Jedi as his light side, the Geos is his dark side. Beautiful. Plus, he's prioritizing his pilots. Soldier is the number 1 most powerful. Tarkin is the 2nd most powerful. Then Newt, then Spy, and Sunfac, and Ahsoka. Look at this. These are pilots. Everybody except for Newt here. These are all of his pilots. And let's see how his Vulture Droid is coming. Does he have it unlocked yet? He does. He's got it at 3 stars, and he's got a lot of work into it. It's level 60. So he's got 62, 61, 60. So good. Merles, I would say, if there's one piece of advice besides just saying how great you're doing and how fantastic you are pursuing the plan, I would say try to spend less of your ship currency on upgrading the Executrix's level. You want to upgrade his stars, right? Whenever you have a chance to take him up a star, you want to take him up a star. But focus more on your ships for your currency, because it's extremely limited, especially early on. Focus more on your ships and less on your capital ship, because the main thing that the level of your capital ship does is it lets you put higher tier abilities on him. And he will do fine, honestly, even at level 1. If you left his ship at level 1, it would do fine as long as you kept on working on the pilot and you kept on working on the stars. If you had your ships, now obviously you want to get some levels on him eventually, but you really want to prioritize your ships over your capital ship. Don't kill yourself trying to keep him at the same level that they are, because that will make it tough. Jesslyn is saying, yeah, DOG says XD Night Snipe. You got it. Jesslyn is saying, I have way better Jedi. I also have Geos, but no Brood. So Jesslyn is following the same kind of plan. I think you got just a couple of days on Merle's Wizard. So yes, Jesslyn, you are doing very well as well. But remember that you're pursuing the fleet, primarily the Galactic Republic fleet, which means you're going to put more focus into Ahsoka and Anakin and then some of the clones, and Merles is going to put more focus in his Geos. You're both doing the right thing for your plan. You're fighting to work on the pilots primarily that you're going to be using. So keep on keeping on, especially when you're early game. A lot of people are going to have this team's a little better than their friend, this team is a little better than their friend, but then their friend's going to have other teams that are better for them. Focus on what your goal is. You want to do well in fleet, and therefore you want to put most of your focus on your pilots, whatever pilots you've decided to use. So this account is looking great. Merle's Wizard is looking good. I love seeing this. All of these level 1 characters down here. Level 17 Ray Scavenger, I believe I did exactly the same thing on like day 1, trying to get Dark Trooper and Ray high enough to do something. I forget what it was, some kind of mission or something, but this shows a tremendous amount of focus. He's got all of his focus right up here at the top. Very good, very good. And let's just see. And Jesslyn says that she has a great Rex as well. Well, Rex is an awesome character. Rex is an awesome character. Let's just see. Merle's Wizard has had like no time to work on mods. He has not been. He has not had very much of a chance to work on mods. But let's just see if he's gotten any good mods yet. The fastest character is Geo Soldier. Let's see. His fastest character is Geo Soldier, and he's running a protection arrow. That's interesting. He must not have gotten any. Holy moly, look at that. 12 speed in that crit chance mod. This is a great Geo Soldier mod. Excellent. Excellent. 4 speed here. He's obviously going for speed. 10 speed here. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Some of those mods, especially for how little you've had a chance to farm, are looking really good. Now, something to consider. I know you probably just have the mods on here that have the best speed, but remember, it's not just what the primary stat of the mod is, but also try to consider what type the mod is so that you can get your 2-piece bonuses. You have a crit chance bonus here because you have 2 crit chance mods, excellent, and you have a health bonus because you have at least 2 health mods. But if you could replace this crit damage mod, if you could replace this with a health mod, then you'd get the other health mod bonus from the 2-piece set right there. Okay, so fantastic account. You're looking great, man. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Jesslyn is talking about how awesome her Echo and Fives and Umbaran Starfighter are. Excellent, Jesslyn. Excellent. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. All right, we're going to try one more time here to get into the top 50. We're at 50, but we're easily snipeable at this point. So let's just go in here and give this a shot. Hopefully we are not currently being attacked. We'll find out. We seem to be not being attacked. We want to try to get the top 50 today. That would be great. Ever since we got the Relic Spy, we were able to get, it was becoming more realistic for us to get top 50 again. Now, Bastila has a lot of tenacity on her team while they have protection up. But the tenacity down from Soldier will allow a lot of things to stick that otherwise wouldn't stick. So that's something to keep in mind. We do want to keep Grandmaster Yoda ability blocked as the #1 priority. We are going to try to put an ability block on Bastila because she can give Yoda the buffs, which will cleanse all of his debuffs. I am concerned about Anakin, how high of a relic he is, but we do want to keep Yoda ability blocked as our primary focus. All right, let's get a taunt up with Sunfac. If we could kill Anakin first, that would be glorious, but not if we lose the ability block on Yoda. The reason we have to fight for the ability block on Yoda is because he will still stealth from Spy, and then we will never see him again until everybody is dead. I don't want to attack Anakin because he has the counter attack. Yoda doesn't have it. Yoda gets the attack. Okay, now we have to... Oh no, we don't have to attack him because Sunfac dispelled him. Very nice. Now we can attack Anakin. We want to attack Anakin primarily because when we kill anybody else, he gets upset and he takes a bonus turn. So we want to kill Anakin first if possible. Let's save the expose because it reduces the cooldowns on our silent strike, and the silent strike is going to be ready next time anyway. Keep the ability block on Yoda. It's looking like we're going to end up killing Yoda just trying to keep him ability blocked. That's what I didn't want. And okay, we got lucky. He did not use his stealth stealing ability. We got to finish him off because literally we won't see him again until the end of the fight, and we'll all die by his hand. We got to do it. Oh my gosh, 230,000 damage. Silent strike, baby. I forgot to say it. Silent strike. And there we go. There goes the damage on the team. It's over now. It's over. I love that relic spy, you guys. Speaking of, I think it's time to put the relics. The other two relics on our spy. And we're gonna have a little chat. About relics. What gear to scrap in order to be efficient with your relic production. Let's just click on this so that we can get that hidden. There we go. Excellent. So, we can still get sniped out of this position, but hopefully it'll stick. We got Rage saying, "Go Padawan, go! Woohoo! Thank you, sir." Oh, is this my buddy from Lothal? I bet it is. He says "rawr," and I go "ah!" Actually, I always kind of imagine the Homer Simpson scream. I can't do it, but that's what I imagine whenever that happens. Okay, anyway, inside joke for you guys there. Alright, so relics. We just saw that Relic Spy did 200 and something thousand damage at Relic 3. And we're not satisfied with Relic 3. We want to take him to Relic 5. Someday Relic 7. For now, Relic 5 is plenty. So, we have the stuff to do it. But we're not going to have the stuff to take him to Relic 5. So let's do it. Relic 4 already is fantastic. Relic 4 is fantastic. We get more mastery. Oh, we don't have enough of the blue. Uh-oh. We might have to do another refresh on that. It looks like we will. It is Obi-Chan. I knew it. What's up, Obi-Chan? What's up, man? Glad to have you on the stream. Okay, so we have enough of the gray. We have enough of the green. As you go higher in the relics, the bonuses you get are better, right? But the expense is way higher, all right? So, you have to get all of these special materials from scrapping different pieces of gear at the scavenger. And the question is, let's go ahead and knock out this blue farm really quick. Hopefully we get one. We could not get one. Okay, good. We got 5. We're good. Okay. So, the scavenger right here. Here's our buddy, the scavenger. We can get various pieces of relic materials from him. Carbonite circuit boards, bronzium wiring, chromium transistors, iridium heat sinks. Those are the 4 that we need for Relic 5. Now, what we don't need for Relic 5 are electrium conductors and Zimbital cards. We are going to talk very briefly about these, electrium conductors and Zimbital cards. We're going to focus mostly on these pieces down here. So, with the carbonite circuit boards, I'll be honest, I do not know what the best piece is to scrap for these, and I've never had to learn it because I've always had enough scrap here to just scrap for this. So we're gonna skip this for now. If anybody in the chat has some really good tips for the best ways to get carbonite circuit boards, Let me know. We'll take a look at that together. Bronzium wiring. All right. I'm gonna do this by value, and I'm gonna set it to the standard sort. Bronzium wirings. The best way that I've heard to get bronzium wirings is with a character that you will never use for just about anything else. Many of you know who he is. He is the Ugnaught. The Ugnaught has 2 pieces of gear on him that are great for early relic materials. So we're going to activate him. And if anybody else does not know the Ugnaught secret and you can unlock your Ugnaught, do it with me. Unlock your Ugnaught. Get him up to level 41. Okay? We don't want to take him any higher than level 41. Level 41. There it is. Right? We don't need to put any mods on him, so he doesn't need to be level 50. We are using him specifically for relic materials. Don't put any abilities on him. He's fine like he is. He eventually, if you want to, you can get him to 7 stars for platoon deployments. Your guild will thank you, I'm sure. Duran says, "Ugh, not the smelly pig." I mean, ever since seeing Queel on The Mandalorian, I have a lot more love and tenderness toward Ugnaughts. But yeah, in the Star Wars movies, they're just snorting and running around. And maybe they're smelly. I mean, he looks like he has pretty good hygiene. I don't know. I mean, he dresses himself pretty well. He probably showers and stuff. But we want to get him to gear 5. All right, so let's upgrade his gear. Hopefully we can get to gear 5. And there we go, gear 5. The reason we level him up to level 41 is so that we cannot ever put this piece on. We don't want to accidentally take him past gear 5. Gear 5 is where we want him to be. Okay, so here we go. This piece right here, the Mark 7 BAW armor mod. This piece is incredibly efficient for relic materials. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and use him to craft several of these. We'll just hit craft a bunch of times. Let's do, we don't have infinite materials, so let's just do 10 for now, all right? We have 10 Mark 7 BAW armor mods, and then there's another piece, I think it's this one, the Blast Tech weapon mod is another efficient piece right here, the Blast Tech weapon mod, Mark 7. We've already got 51 of these. This one I buy from the guild store. So if this turns out to be very efficient, we can just buy these from the guild store, the Blast Tech weapon mod. So we have used the Ugnaught. We have 10 of these pieces. We have 51 of these pieces. So let's go see what those things scrap for in the scavenger. In the scavenger. Matthew 8 says, haha, just took him to 7 stars. Nice. Hey, I mean, it'll help the guild, right? DOG says stars are fine. Level is the payday. I don't know what you mean, DOG. I think you mean you don't need to pay to level him up for the platoons, maybe is what you're saying. Okay, so let's go to the scavenger. Mark 7 BAW armor mod and Mark 7 weapon mod. Pretty sure it's in the bronzium wiring. So let's go to the maximum value here. And let's look for it. Maybe it is not this one. Maybe it is the chromium transistors. Here it is, Mark 7. So you see that it gives you 300. And here's the other one, the Mark 7 weapon mod. So we can give him some of these. And we can give him all of these. And this will give us 140 chromium transistors. So these are pieces of gear. This one I buy out of the guild store because it is a commonly needed early game piece of gear. These you just end up with the stuff to craft it from farming other stuff. So there is one piece of gear in here that you might have to put some intentionality toward, but these 300s are really valuable. Let's compare. Let's go ahead and convert these so we don't lose our progress here. Let's compare. Look at this one right here. This is Chirotech, I'm pretty sure. A fully crafted Kyrotech is worth the same than a fully crafted armor mod or weapon mod from the Ugnaught. It's incredible value for chromium transistors. Yeah, Dioji says, yeah, your 41 level is the important part. Okay. So yeah, the stars don't matter for crafting relic materials. It's the level 41 that we want to do. So that is what we do for the chromium transistors. The bronzium wiring, let's take a look at the scavenger again. I was mistaken. I thought that the bronzium wiring, that Ugnaught had something for us there. So the bronzium wiring, I believe, is this piece right here. The Mark V, I don't know how to look at it. Here we go. The Mark V Fabritech datapad. This is the one. This is the one. So if you want to go just to the highest value and you click on something that you have plenty of, this is the one that you want to use for the bronzium wiring. So we're going to use, that'll be good for that. Go ahead and convert these over. That'll give us 36 bronzium wiring. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. We'll see. But who does it say who needs this? Okay, the Mark V Fabritech datapad is needed by Kanan. Let's see where that is. Let's see what it takes to craft it. Matthew 8 says, ooh, Sith Raid reward time. Already? Holy moly. Where is it? Where does Kanan need this piece of gear? Might be inside of another piece. We'll find it. It's not there. That's where we just looked. Is it here? Not there. Not there. Is it here? No. I'm just interested to see what it actually takes to craft it, because we had several. We had several. That's not it. Oh, it's just right here. It's just right here. All right, so it doesn't look like it takes anything to craft. It's just something that you farm. So where do you farm it from? Where are we getting them all from? From 9B. I'm not sure where we're getting them all from, you guys. It looks like it's just across several different nodes. You just end up with them. Here it is. This is the recommended farming spot here, because you can farm the Kyrotech shock prods, and you also get these from that same node. So you can never go wrong farming this node right here, 7B normal, light side, because you get Kyrotech, which you need basically infinite of, and you also get this right here. This right here is part of the armor mod that Ugnaught needs, that we were just scrapping. And this right here is something we've got plenty of, so that's not really a big benefit. But anyway, that is what you want to use. Yeah, light side 7B is where I usually farm it. Mark 7 Cairo, Mark 7 Baw, Mark 5 datapad. Yep, there we go. It's a huge bang for your buck on that particular node. So that is, once again, if you guys know anything about the carbonite circuit boards, I've always just, exchanged some of everything like this. This probably isn't the way to do it. Somebody else can help me with this, but I've always found that I have some of these, so I can just convert them over, and then the next time I need some carbonite circuit boards, I go and we're topped off. And then the final piece that we wanted to talk about tonight are the Erodium heat sinks. Cody Bowden says, my guy Padawan, how you doing today? What's new? What's up, man? I'm doing good. I'm having a good day. Hanging out with my friends, talking about how to relic your characters for the best value possible. Now let's look at these Erodium heat sinks, you guys. Erodium heat sinks are required to get to Relic 5 and above. The number one absolute best value is this Mark III hollow projector right here. You have to craft them to get the great value, and you can see that this is the same value as a full stun gun, you guys. We don't want to give them a full stun gun. We got the Kyrotech Here we have some other high-end gear. We don't have any of this. Here's another Chirotech. We could give him crafted stun cuffs. We don't want to do that. We can give him uncrafted Carbantes. We don't want to do it. We don't want to do any of that. This is the only piece of gear that we're happy with. Right here, this is the only piece. So what you got to do is you have to find a character that needs that piece. For me particularly, it was Grandmaster Yoda. He needed that piece right here, right? So you find somebody who needs the piece, and then you craft it. You never want to exchange the individual pieces of it. You only want to exchange it when it's fully crafted. So farm these whenever you want to. Absolutely buy them in the store whenever you see them and you have the currency. Buy them up, and then you want to craft them into complete pieces, because then we can take those complete pieces and we can make the chromium transistors, erodium heat sinks. We can make the erodium heat sinks with them, and that is pretty much the only piece of gear that you want to use. So let's just look at this. This takes 20 pieces to craft one. If we put one in, then we get 10 erodium heat sinks. But if we were to go down here to put in an individual piece, or rather if we were to put in 20 of these pieces and take this one out, we only get 4 pieces. So you see, it's a way better value to take these same 20 pieces and craft them into a complete piece right here. Well, I put 2 in there, so it's 20 now, but it's a hugely better value because this is all it takes. It just takes 20. It doesn't take 20 plus another piece of gear. Craft them up into the completed piece. Mark III hollow projectors. Burn this into your mind. This right here is what you want. So we're going to convert that, and that should give us enough to take this spy to Relic 5, and he's going to be hitting even harder if the computer can catch up. And this is not just going to affect his character, but it's also going to affect his ship. Also going to affect his ship. Uh-oh. Did we just lose the stream? What's up, guys? I think, there it goes. There it goes. Man, we've had some technical issues today. I knew we might have some internet problems. I hope that we wouldn't. I hope that we wouldn't, but it looks like we do now. It looks like we do now. Hopefully we can get you guys back in here. We can get you guys back in here. We're talking about relics over here. I'm gonna collect some of these things and do some of these things so we can get our viewers back in here. But for those watching at home that are watching this later, we got rank 43 in the squad arena. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and collect that bad boy. And rank 15 for the Sith raid. That might be the highest we've ever gotten. Very nice. Very nice. Looks like I claimed both of those. Cody Bowden is back. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. I'm glad you made it back. I am glad you made it back. Let's jump in here and do a fleet arena battle, because this is our fleet climb time, and we are just having technical issues and not doing our fleet climb. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. Well, for those of you guys who are coming back in, we were talking about relics. We talked about how the Mark III hollow projectors, they only cost 20 to craft a full piece, are the best things to make for the erodium heat sinks, and we did that. And now we're going to go in there and we're going to put the relic on our spy. Big damage. I love it. I love this Geo fleet. It's even good in the mirror. It's even good in the mirror. And one of the things that I was thinking earlier, and I was thinking, why Tarkin? What makes Tarkin the ideal leader for this team? Because Akbar does a good job leading the Geos, and so does Thrawn. Thrawn does a fine job leading the Geos as well. The reason that I like Tarkin the best is because of Tarkin's passive ability. Right here, let's have a look. Specifically this second piece of it. Allies also gain 20% turn meter whenever any ship is destroyed. And the Geos are really good about doing that burst damage with Spy and killing somebody. And then your team gets turn meter, and then they can use the turn meter to kill somebody else, and then they get even more turn meter. So it really ends up being a kind of a baby version of an Imperial Trooper team. The more you kill, the more turns you take, and you kill even more. So it's a big momentum team. And then plus you gain 20% offense for each debuffed enemy. Definitely good. Definitely good. All right. So let's go do this relic. Hopefully we got people trickling in here. We got to do relic 5 on this bad boy. He says he's ready. We got enough. We got barely enough of these bronziums. We got to figure out how to get these bronziums better. We're going to have to do some farming of that one particular piece there. DOG says, I don't know how to share a link to YouTube from my phone, but I posted up Lothal. The stream is back. Thank you, DOG. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you doing that Discord stuff while I'm on the stream, because you know that I'm not like super multitasking talented. So I appreciate you helping me out with that. And here we go. We needed 15 of these, which is quite a lot of the blues, 25 of the greens, and 20 of the grays, plus all this stuff. We went through what we spent on each of these pieces. Let's get this bad boy up to Relic 5. It'll be our first Relic 5, and we'll be leaving him at Relic 5 for quite some time. Maybe forever. But Relic 5 is going to be plenty for everything that we need. Everything that we need. And I did say that we were going to talk a little bit about the Electrium Conductors and the Zimbiddle cards, just really briefly. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is where my endgame experience really does fall away. But with the Electrium Conductors, one thing I will say, that it is always way better to craft the piece than to scrap the base mats. So if you see, like, this is the scrap pieces of it and this is the complete piece, these are the scrap pieces of it, this is the complete piece. You want to craft these pieces before you scrap them. You definitely don't want to just scrap these pieces by themselves. Just like the holo projector, they're much more efficient when you craft them. And then with the Zimbiddle cards, it doesn't matter. Crafting them doesn't matter. You get 18 per piece if you scrap them like this, and then if you put them into the full piece and craft them first, it's the same. So it doesn't matter if you craft them or if you scrap them like this. On the Zimbiddle cards, it doesn't make a difference. So that is the issue with Zimbiddle cards. Don't worry about crafting the pieces, but with Electrium Conductors, definitely craft the pieces. DOG says, haha, I would never say that out loud. I'm not sure. What did I say? I'm sure I said something bad. But, yeah, Matthew H., welcome back. Nice. Everybody's trickling back in. Awesome. Let's check our objectives. We've got to claim the rest of these dailies, and we've got some free energy to claim. Excellent. I think that was Carbontes and Chirotech. That's a beautiful daily package to get there. I like it. So, gosh, we may have technical difficulties again, you guys. We may have them again, but we're going to push through and try to get the stuff done that I wanted to get done. I do want to do one more roster review tonight. I want to jump into Conquest and do a little bit with our new Zeta Padme and our new Relic Spy. And we spend a little bit of energy on that anyway. And we might not have time for this, but I wanted to do this Galactic Challenge. There's only 8.5 hours left. I might have to do this after the stream. I might, but we'll see. We'll see if the internet holds out, my friends. We will see. But let's start with this roster review. First things first, we've got Night Snipe. Hopefully I don't forget his name again. Night Snipe is kind enough to let us look at his roster. And I asked him, what are his goals with this roster? And he said that he's got 2 accounts. His other account, he's going for SLKR. But on this account, what he really just wants to do is he really just wants to go through the journey guide and unlock everything. He wants to get it all. He wants to collect. He wants this to be a collector account, and that is an extremely fun way to play the game. So we're going to be looking at his account through that lens. We have a team here, an arena team, that is mostly a Jedi Knight Revan, which he just unlocked. This is a really good Jedi Knight Revan team, but he also has a Relic Vader, so it's like, why not put the Relic Vader in there too, right? Got a Relic 3 Vader, you might as well. So we're going to take a look at this account. I don't know, though. This Ezra might be better than that Relic Vader, just because he can call Yoda to assist or Revan and do some big damage that way. I don't know. Calling Yoda is almost always the right thing to do. But anyway, let's take a look at this account. It's at 1 million galactic power, and he already has Jedi Knight Revan. Very nice, very nice. Let's look at the chat here. DOG says, nothing bad, just regards to your technology multitasking. Absolutely, DOG, I appreciate the help. Duran says, I went to grab food, and when I got back, the stream was down. I thought it was a short stream. Well, welcome back, Duran. I'm glad you found that the stream had popped back up. I said at the beginning, maybe before some of you guys got here, that we've been having a lot of internet problems at my house. I need to get on the horn and explain to them that the world won't survive without these streams and that they need to get their internet figured out, because we got to get this information to the masses. The people deserve the roster reviews and the relic discussions and the Zeta discussions. They got to have it, man. And if the internet fails, then I fail, and I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. I don't want to miss out on this time to hang out with you guys. Okay, so first of all, we can see that he's got Jedi Knight Revan, which is a fantastic early game person to go for. He also has Relic 3 Vader, double Zeta, which is excellent. Let's see what Zetas he went for. He went for the Leadership Zeta and Merciless Massacre. Now, I would say that the two most powerful Zetas on Vader are the No Escape and Merciless Massacre. The leader is good. The leader is definitely good. But if you're only going to put 2 Zetas on Vader, I definitely suggest No Escape. And the reason is because it adds the fact that he takes people out of stealth. What all does it add? I don't remember what all it adds, and I don't think I can look at it here. But he takes people out of stealth, and when you're fighting against the Geos with your Vader, which is what a lot of people use their Vader team for, fighting the Geos, you want to be able to pull Spy out of stealth with your Merciless Massacre, and that way he becomes a target that you can hit during the Merciless Massacre. It gives you a whole extra turn, lets you reduce your cooldowns that much more, maybe get an ability block on Spy before he does a silent strike and knocks somebody out of there. So always on Vader, I recommend all 3 Zetas, but if you're only going to do 2, make sure that No Escape and Merciless Massacre are the 2 that you want to do. You got all 3 Zetas on Revan, and you cannot go wrong with that. He's amazing. He is amazing. I didn't know anything about your mods. Let's just take a look. Obviously, you're going for speed. You're going for speed on Jedi Knight Revan. It's looking good. At 1 million GP, this is looking good. Let's see what you got on Vader. Let's see what you got on Vader. Speed and potency. You can't go wrong with speed and potency. And you've got speed on him as well. You've got 50% extra potency. You're really going after potency hard for Vader, which is great. Definitely great. And the more speed you can get on him, the better he's going to perform. Because you have Vader and other Empire, I wonder, do you have R2-D2 yet? Because he is in the journey guide, and you are going for, yeah, you got him, 7 stars. Nice. And now that you have R2-D2, I wonder how many of these other rebels you have to go for CLS. Let's see. You got Obi-Wan maxed out for CLS. You got R2-D2 maxed out. You got Luke Farm Boys almost maxed. Stormtrooper Han is on the way, and Leia is not really very far, but maybe you have more shards for her. You're looking good for CLS 2. You're making a lot of good progress on these Journey Guide characters, man. Definitely looking good. Now, there's a lot of different ways to play this game, you guys. The most popular way, or the most talked about way, is probably a Grand Arena focus. That's not what we do. We're doing a focus on growing, because I believe that momentum is the key to fun in games like this. If you're unlocking things, if you're upgrading things, if you're crossing boundaries that you've never crossed before, that's what makes it fun. And Night Snipe has decided with this account, what he's going to do to have fun is he's going to try to unlock everything in the journey guide. It gives him tremendous focus. He always knows what he's going to go for next, because after he gets something in the journey guide, he's just going to go for the next thing. And look at this. He's got Grand Admiral Thrawn already unlocked too, so he's killing it. He's got his Phoenix to where they need to be to get him Thrawn. He's got his Empire to where they need to be to get him R2-D2. He's getting his Rebels so that he can get CLS. Very nice. He's working on his Geos too. Holy moly, this guy's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of stuff for 1,000,000 galactic power. Look at this. Looking good. Looking good. Got the Brood Alpha already unlocked. Very nice. Very, very nice. So as far as advice, the advice that I was thinking specifically, yeah, you got that. I know you got that Zalbor because you got that Jedi Knight Revan. The advice that I was thinking specifically for your account, Night Snipe. You said you weren't going to be able to watch the stream because you sleep while I stream, but that you would check it out later. This is what I would say. First of all, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. You've got a lot of great characters unlocked. You've got some great focus on the journey guide, and you're getting some good stuff. What I would say is, if you really want to unlock everything in the journey guide as your focus and your priority, I would consider at least 5 hard nodes per day, preferably even more, maybe 6 or 7. That's going to give you fewer and less energy for gear, right? And you need gear, right? You need gear to unlock, to upgrade the characters, to unlock what you need. But the slowest grind in this game, hands down, is hard node farms. So the more of those hard node farms you can get every day, the faster you're going to be able to unlock all of the legendaries and journey guide characters that you want to unlock. And I strongly caution against double farming or refreshing hard nodes. You do not want like something like this Zalbar, right? This Zalbar, I know it took you a while to get this Zalbar because he's a hard node farm. This Basilishan Fallen is going to take a while because she's a hard node farm. Try to resist the urge to double farm, to farm them, refresh it, and farm them again. Because you can take the same amount of energy, farm 2 different characters, and you're not spending those extra 25 crystals. It's your crystals, you can do it however you want, but I'm just saying, if you say, what are the next 2 journey guide characters that I want, and you try to farm all of the hard node characters for them at the same time, then you will unlock things more quickly that way. So just something to consider if you're trying to play the game for Grand Arena or to get into a fantastic guild. 7 hard farms is way too many because you have to focus more on gear and less on acquiring new characters. But if your goal is to unlock everything in the journey guide, focus more on the hard node farms because that is the big bottleneck for this game. Whether it be fleet hard node or regular hard node, that's a big bottleneck in this game. Everything else can go way more quickly than the hard node farms. But yeah, you're looking good, man. You're looking good. Let's just do this. I like to do this for a bit of fun. To use your fastest character, Jedi Knight Revan. You know it. Let's see what some of the mods you got on him. See, you must have gotten some lucky mods. I bet you have a speed arrow. Yes, you do. With crit chance. Very nice. And health percentage. Very good. Very good. Got a defense here, but it's because of that speed. So we know the defense is not a good primary, but that speed, you just can't pass that up on Jedi Knight Revan. 13 speed. Very nice. And that mod is purple. So that could even hit even more speed. 3 speed here. A bunch of crit chance and offense. So obviously you're running this mod for the crit chance and offense. Protection is good on Jedi Knight Revan as well. But yeah, the crit chance is good. The offense is good. Obviously a little more speed would be nice. But you know what you're doing. You're going for the speed. You're going for crit chance. Potency is good on Jedi Knight Revan as well. Very nice. Very nice. More speed, more potency, more health percentage. You got some, and a 15 speed. Very good, man. Very good. Looking good. Looking good. And let's see here. I'm curious about your Rex. You're obviously trying to go for some speed on Rex. That's very good. 192 speed on Rex. The faster you get, Rex is kind of like the engine for the clones. Because of this ability right here, the form up ability, he grants 60% turn meter plus 10% more turn meter for each debuff that was dispelled. And then other allies gain half of these amounts, so he'll still give this turn meter to other allies even if they're not clones. So the faster you get him going, the more he's going to do this, and the more the whole team's going to go really fast. The other thing that makes him fast is that all allies have 4% extra speed for each 501st ally present at the start of battle. And then Ahsoka Tano, who is 501st as well, if she's an ally, she gains critical hit immunity for 2 turns whenever she falls below 100% health. But this, all 501st allies have 4% speed for each ally. That includes him, and so if you have all 501st in the team, he's going to go even faster, which is going to make him form up even faster. So yeah, Fast Rex is good. Let's see how you have Jolie modded, because I might have some tips for you here. Speed is good. Speed is good. Protection is good, but I wanted to say that with Jolie, you really want tenacity. You really want tenacity, and it's because he gains 100% tenacity from this ability, right? And he's immune to turn meter reduction effects. But then at the start of battle, he gains bonus critical avoidance equal to half of his tenacity. So if you get his tenacity, if you give him a tenacity cross can really help him survive longer because it gives him even more crit avoidance. He starts the battle with, how much tenacity do you have on him? All right, so he's got 35% plus 100%. So he starts the battle with 135% tenacity, which is good. But then half of that in crit avoidance, that's like 70 something, almost 70% crit avoidance is very good. So if you throw an extra tenacity cross right here, that could help make your Jolie way, way more durable. You'd think that the protection would make him more durable right there, and the protection is good, but the tenacity will really help him make him even more durable. So lovely account. Thank you so much for letting us see your account. It's looking great. You're making great progress. You've already got Vader. You've already got Yoda. You've already got a Jedi Knight Revan. You've already got Thrawn. Man, who else do we have here for Journey characters? You've already got R2-D2. You're killing it, man. Killing it. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. Night Snipe, and I won't forget your name anymore. Obi-Chan. Oh, you fixed your name. Or you didn't fix it, but now I recognize you, Obi-Chan. I'm impressed how much you know about this game and how well you share what you know on your stream. Thank you, Obi-Chan. I really appreciate the kind words. I appreciate it, and I'm so glad you made it back after that disconnect that we had. We'll have to splice the 2 streams together for the video or something like that. But let's do another Fleet Arena battle. Yeah, Obi-Chan, I don't know how much you've seen any of my stuff in the past or how much, ooh, we have to fight the big boy for number 1. Looks like I only have 2 tries at it. Let's hope for the best. But I have, Obi-Chan, I have been playing the game almost since it came out. I decided to start this brand new account and make a YouTube channel to go with it to try to help new players because I see all the YouTubers for the game put out all this fantastic content. But there's a lot of new players that are like, I don't feel like this is super relevant to me because you guys are talking about endgame stuff, and my heart kind of breaks for the new player community, and I wanted to put some content out there that was good for the new player community. So that's why I'm doing this, and I'm having a blast. I'm loving it, and it gets me in Lothal, an early game guild, and you guys are awesome. I've never been in a guild like Lothal before. Okay, so just really quickly, when you're doing a fleet battle, and Houndstooth is on the field, Houndstooth gains turn meter whenever you attack somebody other than him. So if our goal, and it is, if our goal is to get this big hit with Spy on Kylo Ren before Houndstooth taunts, then we need to hit Houndstooth with single fire damage so that he doesn't taunt before Spy gets his turn. So now we get a hit with Spy. Oh, we got him. That's always a good start to this fight. All right, so now we have to attack Houndstooth. That's fine. That is fine. Yeah, DOG's asking, was that a 500k fleet? This is the whale of our shard. He's had the finalizer forever. He's got Razor Crest. He's got He's got the toys. It won't be long before he has Executor. I'm almost certain of it. So we don't get a turn right away because this Scallywag takes a turn from us when we come out as a reinforcement. Hopefully we can get this buff immunity. We did not get it. So now we just got to kind of go all in on the Bosk and hope for the best since we did not get our buff immunity. We're just tickling him, man. We're just tickling him. All right, so Bosk will keep his taunt as long as somebody is breached, and we are breached. So there's no sense trying to dispel the taunt on Bosk. It would be great if we can get a stun with Sunpack. Let's do another mass assist. There we go. There goes Bosk. Bosk is out of there. Let's get a stun right here on Razor Crest. You can only stun with Bosk's ability if they are buffed. And we have his ability upgraded to where the stun cannot be resisted. There goes our spy. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but we have taken quite a bit of their team away. So hopefully we can still do good work. We do not want to attack them again. We don't want to take the Buzz Droids completely off. Let's aim at him with Ahsoka. When Ahsoka comes in, she steals buffs away. We'll take that advantage off of him. All right. Let's just see if we can get the first life of Razor Crest out of here. What is he bringing in now? Vader. Yikes. Well, then we're about to lose Vulture. About to lose Vulture. All right. Let's go ahead and damage him. There goes Vulture. All right. If we can get him out, it would be really good. Oh, come on. Ahsoka, we need you to get a turn, baby girl. Get a turn. We're running out of time. Here we go. Ahsoka gets a turn because she has a debuff. She gets counterattack and gives everybody else counterattack that has a debuff. So we might get a kill off of a counterattack. Let's do a big hit over here. See if we can finish him off. Not quite. Oh, you see all that protection he just got? Unfortunate. Let's do this anyway. Let's do this anyway. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Oh, yeah. That's that Relic 5 Spy coming in clutch. Plus Geo Synergy, under Tarkin. Very good. Very good. We got him. Love it. We lose against him about 50% of the time. And you guys can see why, because his fleet is stacked. Let's do some Conquest, you guys. We've got a little more time on this stream. We've got double Zetas on our Padme. So when we're attacking this team, we have to decide what we want here. Let me show you guys what we have so far, because I've gotten pretty lucky and I'm very excited with what we have so far. Leader's Resolve, always good. Opportunistic Support, good for the Geos, right? Good for the Geos. Caustic Emissions, now this is something that I snagged because it was blue. I said this gives them 3 debuffs for 2 turns at the start of their turn, which cannot be resisted. Now that synergizes really well with a disc called Weak Point, I think. Weak Spot. Well, it was called Weak Point, and we got it. Weak Spot. Whenever an ally attacks, they gain 2% offense stacking for every debuff on all characters. This is weaker than it was last time. I don't know if they nerfed it or if I just got a worse version of it, but this Caustic Emissions will give them 3 debuffs each, and this will give us all 2% offense. We'll give the allies 2% offense for every debuff on all characters. So these two go very well together. We'll probably be getting rid of the Stacking Fervor. Even though it is good for Geos, it doesn't feel anywhere near as effective as the Weak Spot disc. And then we got a Blue Vitality, which I'm super excited about. So we have 11 out of 12. We have 2 of our 11 that we're not super satisfied with. So let's see what we have here. This is another healing one. This is a better color, so we're probably going to go for this one. This is Opportunistic Support 2. We have 1 currently. Neither of these look very good for Geos. What is this? Critical buffs, Guarded Approach, and then Opportunistic Support 1. So we definitely want to go for this, which is fine because we can go for either of these. What is the modifiers here? Malicious Minions and Overprepared 1. This can be a really big impact on the team that you attack. What level of over-prepared they have will be how fast they are. So just consider that. But because Grievous is in here, and because of the malicious minions, which I really don't like, summon Separatist allies have extra speed, health, protection, and damage. And then all other Separatist allies gain half these bonuses. I'm going to try hitting these guys right here, the Bad Batch. Now let's see what their bonus is. Whenever a clone trooper gains a buff that can be dispelled, they also gain Dauntless Courage. Dauntless Courage gives them offense, crit chance, crit damage, and health steal. So they ramp up the longer the fight goes on. So we need to try to control this. We can use the Geos, but you know I want to try using the Padme team. And we were going to let's do this. We were going to throw a little bit more effort into our 5s. We've got another gear level. Let's go ahead and put this on him, and we'll put this on him. And these are all super valuable pieces of gear, you guys. Let's go ahead and put this on him, and we'll leave it at that. Maybe this one. That's another Carbonti. Now I want to save some of these Carbontis for our Geos. Let's throw some of these abilities on him. We've got plenty of the purples, just to kind of get him more. We're not sitting on a lot of Omegas. Just to get him a little more functional before we use him in this Padme team. We don't need his lead ability right now. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking we're not going to make the Galactic Challenge, so we're just going to do that off stream. We're going to focus on Conquest instead, have a little bit of fun before we end this stream off. So let's go ahead and go for this team. Double Zeta Padme team. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do. We do have one leader's resolve, so Padme might go first. Yes, she does. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with protection up. And we can either get protection up from our basic, we get 10%, or we can get it from this ability, which gives us a lot of protection up. So I'm going to do, let's just try the basic. What's going to happen is they're going to try to give us all those debuffs at first. Okay, let's get more protection up. Let's steal stealth first. See, Yoda can still get his bonus turn. This ability gives him a bonus turn on the Padme team. He just can't get bonus turn meter. So now we have more protection up, which means we will be immune to debuffs for as long as we have protection up. With 5s, we want to have him call Padme to assist to get more protection up on her basic. With Anakin, let's try to dispel all these buffs. I love it. Okay, so he dispelled the... Ooh, okay, that didn't work at all. He dispelled the protection up and then gave us the debuffs. That sucks. That sucks. Grant at least 50 buffs. Well, I guess that's not the right team for Padme. Maybe they're just a little too low gear for Sector 2. This is a fully relic team, and we have gear 8. Let's go in here with our Geos. Try it with the Geos. Or maybe we'll go back to Sector 1 and try to clean up a 3rd star with the Padme team or something. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so let's do the Dispel. And let's start off with the Silent Strike just to get the cooldown going on it. We got ability block on him. We definitely want an ability block tech. Okay. And ability block Hunter. You see, we're stacking offense really quickly already because of these debuffs. We're already stacking offense quickly. Every time we attack, we get 2% offense for every debuff on the field. And that includes this right here when he counterattacks. Let's get a bunch of debuffs. That'll give Spy turn meter. Spy will do this. And then Spy can Silent Strike Mr. Tech. Wow, you guys, that was, what was that? 2.5 billion or something? Yeah, my discs are definitely geo-focused. Definitely geo-focused. Alright, let's see if we can find a team for the Padme team. It might just be too weak to be up here. Let's snag what we wanted here. Opportunistic support 2. And we'll put that on. don't need to take anything off until we have something else that we'd rather put on. Alright, so let's plan out our route here a little bit. We've got, this team has a lot of attacks out of turn, right? Don't they? Or do they just take a lot of turns? It feels like a lot of attacks out of turn. Maybe we try the Night Sisters with Padme. Whoops. What just happened? Let's try the Night Sisters. We have enough energy to try a couple of different fights with the Padme team. At this point, it's more just wanting the Padme team to beat something than it is feeling like this is the right team to use. Because obviously the Geos are rocking and rolling with all these data discs that are catered to them. Man, these Night Sisters are fast. Alright, Padme, save the day. And let's spread some tenacity up. We want to try to avoid these plagues if possible and these stuns. Okay, hit everybody. And now we need to actually kill a Night Sister twice to use up zombies. Let's give this to Yoda. Do some damage. Yoda's hurting, man. There goes. Oh no, Fives is hanging in. Go Fives. Good dodge, Yoda. Let's get a stun on zombie. Stun / kill. There goes Fives. We want to let Yoda use his turn before he. Let's get some healing and some protection up. I want Yoda to use his turn before he loses his courage. All right, there she goes. So there's the 2 kills for zombie. Now we need to try to kill Daka. We're just too weak, you guys. Our team's just too weak. Oh, we're too weak. Let's go back to Sector 1. I think we're gonna have a lot more chances in Sector 1. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Sector 1. See, here's the thing. The event feats, we have to win 35 battles with the full light side units. And you can see I won 4 battles with the Padme team before those zetas were applied, and before we put that extra gear on Fives. So we should have a chance to do it again. Let's see, what's this one? Let's give this a try. Give this a try with our Padme team. We got to get at least 1 win with our Padme team before the night is over. Obviously, when we put more gear on them, they will do much better. And better mods, definitely. Let's try opening up with a stun on Newts. And then we're going to get some protection up through Yoda. Now we're going to get even more protection up through Padme. Now let's dispel. See, every time they attack out of turn like that, we're getting protection up. All right, let's get some more protection up and do damage. More healing. All right, with the Newt lead, we have to cleanse that first chance we get. First chance we get. All right, big hit. Let's take out Soldier. There he goes. Nice. See, he died from the flames, from the burning. We'll take that. All right, now let's go for, we don't want to attack Sunfac. No, we could probably kill Sunfac. Look at that, 22 courage. Almost. And you've got 17 courage. There we go. We're going to kill Poggle. This is looking good, you guys. I think we're going to get our W here. All right, let's cleanse. Let's heal. And let's just kill him. No need to keep cleansing if we get the W. We gotta win with our Padme team on a previously 1-starred node. Let's see if we can do that again. What else do we have here that's not 3 stars? This one? Ooh, the Jawas. I forget why we lost a tune on this one, but we might lose another one. If we keep the protection up, we should be okay because we will be immune to the thermal detonators, right? All right, cleanse it up. All right, so the one we definitely want to go for first is Scavenger. So let's do a big hit. They have these Jawas boosted quite a lot. Protection up. Looking good. All right, let's see if we can take out their healer. Looking good. Spread the protection up. The protection up is protecting us from these thermal detonators. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble. Nice, he died to the flames. Those flames are nice. Durana is asking, how is my GK for the Padme team? He is not unlocked currently. He's close. So my thought is, ooh, you guys, we didn't keep the protection up. We're probably about to die to these thermal detonators. Let's go ahead and get as much survivability as possible before these thermal detonators start going off. Yeah, this must be what happened before. The Jawas got us again. Doc got it. So we did attack the right people. We attacked Scavenger first, but the Jawas have this this bonus for the conquest called Shutagawa, and it makes it to where they can. It does a lot of things, but specifically at the end of each turn, if a Jawa ally was damaged by a debuffed enemy, inflict a thermal detonator for 2 turns on each enemy. So while we were not debuffed, we were able to do just fine. But once we got debuffed, it was no good. So so that's it, you guys. We're out of Conquest Energy. We had a bit of fun, and you can see what we now have is we have 2 teams that can kind of work in Conquest, which means we shouldn't need to max out on energy anymore. We can use the Geos to push further ahead, and we can use the Padme team just to kill things in Sector 1 as long as we don't attack those Jawas. And we can get this additional feat here that we weren't able to get before. So that means that we should be able to get this one before it's over. This one for sure. This one for sure. Yeah, we'll get all of these event feats before it's over. And maybe we can... Obi-Chan says, ouchie part 3. Yeah, you're not lying. Maybe we can get the next crate. Last 2 times we've gotten crate 3. The first time we got crate 3 and no more. Last time we got crate 3 plus this right here. So even if we just get this right here, it'll be a big upgrade. But I'm hoping we might even be able to get crate 4. We'll see. We'll see how it goes this time. We're going to push just like we push in all the game modes, you guys. Well, I had a lot of fun with you guys today. We're going to wrap this thing up. Let's see how we ended up on fleets. We got rank number 1. We love it. We love rank number 1. We got some crystals for tomorrow. We're back to kind of spending everything that we make kind of situation. There we go, another notification from our stream there. You guys, thank you so much for coming back to the stream after it crashed. I'll see if I can splice it together for the people in the future so that they can have a seamless transition with a bit of confusion in the middle. I stream every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, so I will see you guys again in 2 days. And remember that I always want you to know that Jesus loves you. We'll see you next time.